Behind me is Silbury Hill. This is the most monumental structure from the ancient times on the English territory. Archaeologists and historians claim that it belongs to the Neolithic age. They're saying about 4,500 years in age. And it was built in several phases. Well, we don't know that. We are guessing it. In order to build such a huge structure, a lot of sarsen, blocks, chalk, clay, and soil was supposed to be used. Now, the height is about 40 meters, and it makes Silbury Hill the largest tumulus on the planet, officially. However, the real size is even bigger than that. We probably go under the ground 10, 20, maybe even 25 meters. The diameter is about close to 150 meters. So, this is the place where hundreds of thousands of tons of material were used. Why would somebody in the Neolithic times, Neolithic means stone age, why would somebody go through such an effort to build this? It does not make sense, even for ceremonial, religious, or any other purposes. And indeed, archaeologists, historians, the cultural establishment, not only here in the United Kingdom, but worldwide, is at odds. They don't have the answers. Major archaeological questions are still unanswered. Who, when, how, and why? The idea that primitive Neolithic man was capable of such social organization to build this is not making much sense. And this is just part of the complex, with a huge ditch, walls, and who knows how many more structures. And of course, nearby, West Canterbury and Avebury, stone circles, and many more structures. It was an original, very complex design. The tumulus has the ability to focus and amplify the energy. The problem with today's archaeological establishment is they do not have an engineering mind. They do not have interdisciplinary scientific approach. And that's the reason why they cannot get the real answers. Now, what we have behind me is the structure that was using the sarsen stone. Sarsen It's type of the limestone. The limestone, and the arsenic especially, has a lot of quartz crystal. Quartz crystal has the ability to transfer one form of the energy into another one through the piezo electrical effect. And this is the feature that ancient builders knew, not only here, but in Egypt, Cambodia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, United States, and other mysterious archaeological locations. Not only the tumulus phenomenon, but also balancing granite rocks, granite, also high percentage of the quartz crystal, or even volcanic stone. Volcanic stone, iron, again, energy. And like we said so many times, it has always been about the energy. I have never found any information on energy measurements. And today, we've done it. So let's see what are the results. So we start with the negative ionizations. Negative ions are negative charge in the air. Basically, we have some extra electrons in the molecules, and they are very good for us because they combine with the dust, they become heavy, they go on the floor. When they drop to the floor, it means they clean the atmosphere. The same thing goes with the smoke, with the pollen, with the microbes, viruses, bacteria, fungi. More negative ions, better for us. More negative ions than positive ions, very good for us because they can clean our body. In our homes, 20, 30, 40 negative ions per cubic centimeter. In the cities, about 100. In the fields like this one, about 300, 400. The mountains, 1,000. Bosnian pyramid tunnels, 20 to 60,000. So that's one of the reasons why we have the self-regeneration process in the Bosnian pyramid tunnels. Back to Silbury Hill, where we are here today. Very exciting time for me. Now, when it comes to negative ions, no sensational values. 400 per cubic centimeter. It's something that I would expect. But positive ions, no bueno for our body. Only 200, meaning we have some extra negative ions here, which is good for the body and for the atmosphere. The next thing, nuclear radiation, 0.00005 ppm, meaning no radioactivity. If there is some natural radioactivity, it attacks our body cells, and our body cells see them as the enemy. They try to protect our body. Here, we are free of that. No electromagnetic smoke. Without the EM smoke, it means it's ideal atmosphere to be around. The next thing, magnetic field. Minimum 49, maximum 51 in micro Tesla. These are good values. The average is about 50. The scale from 20 to 70, it's normal, so 50, it's almost in the middle of the scale. If you go to do your CT in the hospital, it's 3, 4, 500 in protected room, and around the machine is about 2 or 3,000. It's excellent recipe to kill you. Ultrasound and infrasound. In both cases, very busy. Very busy meaning something is going around underneath. But the interesting thing is the moisture which we measured about 5 kilometers from here. It was about 51. Here it's only 40%. How is it possible? I'm not quite sure. But the main reason why I think my visit is very, very exciting here today is when we apply the experimental life energy meter. This is the blue device right here. When we done measurement on some other sites, especially burrows, the values were about 30 or 35, which were higher than what you would expect from the natural ambient. The natural ambient usually about 20 on a scale from 0 to 100. And here we have 55. 55. Alive humans, they are in the range from 50 to 100. So 50, we are talking about the living organism. And Silbury Hill is 55. So it's extremely healthy place because it raises your energy level, your life vitality. At 55, it is like we are in the presence of the living body. And this is the major conclusion that I got today visiting this impressive site, which took, if the humans built it, millions of working hours. And it was not done by the primitive society for some unknown purposes. There was a very specific purpose, and besides that, besides the energy amplification, I would say the place has a major role when it comes to the astronomy, calendar, spirituality, and some other aspects. Once we established that Silbury Hill, this beautiful monumental tumulus, is alive, but also that burrows and other structures nearby are located on energetically potent places, we are coming to the conclusions that ancient builders, with terraforming and the construction work they produced, they would amplify the energy of the whole place. So for me, this was a systematic project which has been designed in some heads and then executed in the field. I don't see hundreds of years or even 1,000 years needed to build this, because those who created those structures, they had means to construct much quicker than us, to locate proper places, and most probably to produce very specific frequencies. Everything is in our life, like the brilliant mind of Nikola Tesla said, is about the energy, frequency, and vibration. And those three categories are met here. Specific frequencies of energy to raise our vibration. What is the purpose of our life? It's not to grab and have more material things and live in the physical world, which is based on fear, but to live fulfilled life, happy, joyful, with the high vibrations. And places like these around me, especially Silbury, at the time when our planet was much stronger and healthier, and those regular geometrical shapes would amplify already strong energies, would cause that their life were really happier. They could see more, they could hear more, they could combine physical with spiritual senses. and they could reach more knowledge and live happier lives.